Welcome, everybody, to Park Hoppers. This is the theme park-centric podcast from the Prolonged Engagement. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah.
And you can find us here every single Tuesday at noon, talking about theme parks and shit.
Yeah.
It's all about our theme park adventures.
Yeah.
And
we still have to do our wild adventure.
I know. If you guys weren't haven't seen our last, not our most recent episode
I've got a brilliant idea
of I Love You, I Know, but like the last one before episode 2. Yeah. We were thinking about, we had brought up this thing about Wild Adventure Park in Valdosta.
Because we weren't sure if it was closed.
And it's still fucking open, and it's like $40 to get in.
Let's go.
I think that we should just do like a day trip out there and talk about it on this show, and it would be awesome.
It will be.
Except, God, I'm sure that park sucks balls.
Well, anyway, we can say that. We can say it sucks balls.
Or we might love it.
We might.
It all depends. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Six Flags America was pretty shitty.
Okay. Let me just say, with that bullshit, it's a Six Flags park.
Six Flags parks are pretty good. Like the Six Flags over Georgia, really good.
Yeah. But still, this is not one of the Six Flags.
Six Flags America is like the premier one.
What?
That's like
No.
I think
that was the most dirtiest, grossest park.
It was pretty gross. And it's in Maryland, so I mean, come on, Maryland.
I don't have any.
I mean, I had to stare at Maryland out of my 9th floor apartment, and it was disgusting. That's all I have to say. Virginia was like 1,000% better.
Maryland. No, we actually don't mean that. We love Maryland.
No, Maryland's great. They had that when we went to Anaheim. No, not Anaheim.
No.
Anaheim is where we were on episodes 1 and 2.
Annapolis.
That was such a cute little town.
Yeah, a cute little harbor town.
Oh my goodness, so nice.
I liked it.
And
it.
I love that the Bay Bridge, that really, really fucking long bridge that we took to go to Philadelphia all those times. Oh man, so good. So good. I love going over the bridge. It was awesome. Much. And it had that great Ren Fair too that we went to.
I want to go now. I really miss that.
I don't know. It was fine.
It was so much fun. I want to go back.
It was good, but I mean, it's like,
It was cute. I loved it.
Yeah.
I'll go back.
It's over by now, though.
I know.
It was like, I think it was like in April, wasn't it, that we went?
Yeah. April, May.
Yeah, it was something like that.
I would love to go back there because I thought that was a lot of fun, and I always like to get my hair braided.
It was like getting hot, but not hot yet.
No, we had jackets on.
So no, we did not.
No, we didn't.
We did not have.
We had jackets in the car in case, but
because it was like cool in the morning, and then it got pretty hot.
Yeah.
So I don't
especially during the joust.
I don't remember when it was. Fuck.
But that is not more supposed to.
It might be. Do you guys want to hear about the Renaissance Fair that we went to in Maryland? No, they don't, because this show is about
theme parks,
and specifically Universal Studios Hollywood.
Yes, it is.
So this is our third LA episode. This one's
third LA centric.
Third LA centric episode. So we took like a long weekend, and so like Thursday we did Disneyland. Friday we did California Adventure.
And a little bit
Saturday. Saturday we did LA stuff, and then Sunday
we did
Universal Studios Hollywood.
So if you guys know us, you know we are huge fans of Universal Studios Orlando.
We've had those annual passes
forever.
I know that I've had one since I've been with you.
Yeah.
And you had one before then.
Yeah, I had one Fuck, I think...
And you even worked for Universal Studios.
Yes, I did.
So.
Stay crusty, everyone.
But...
no one's going to get that. Everyone's going to be like, what?
Like, we actually have... friends from England that had actually gone to the Universal Hollywood. Yeah. And they were like, They were like, not as good as Orlando. So we were going into this completely expecting smaller, not as good, you know. But whereas with Disney, we were completely blown away at how awesome it was.
Yeah.
With Universal, not so much.
Well, the one thing we did do, which I will tell everyone you need to do when you're going to Universal Studios Hollywood, is the VIP tour.
Abso-fucking-lutely. In fact, I say that is the only way to do Universal Studios Hollywood.
I fully believe
it was absolutely an incredible experience.
Yeah.
The park, a whole different story, but the actual VIP experience was
so fucking good.
Spectacular.
I loved it. So we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get into this.
We got there
stupid early.
Yeah, we got there like right when it opened because we had to be there for the tour.
Yeah, our tour was at 8:45 a.m.
So we got in there.
And when you're jet lagged,
we got.
It's insane.
Well, yeah, but we had been there for a few days, so we were kind of used to it.
We were finally getting used to it. I feel like.
And
so
free valet parking, so I drove that stupid Jeep to Universal Studios.
Stop making fun of my Jeep. I loved it.
I really enjoyed like having the Jeep. Like experience.
It was a cool experience.
I liked experiencing that Jeep. Do I want to experience it again? No. Am I glad that I experienced it? Yes. Because I had always wanted a Jeep.
I always wanted a Jeep.
I had always wanted a Jeep, and now I know that I don't want one.
Okay. I want one for the aesthetic.
That's it. But I don't want it.
I don't want to drive it.
I would, I would like it just to sit in my driveway, and people, dude's got a Jeep, and I'm like, yeah, I've got a Jeep, brah. But other than that, I don't want to drive that stupid thing. I mean, God, I couldn't imagine driving back and forth to work
in a Jeep.
In a Jeep. I think I would die. It was awful.
Yeah,
it was really
That's
an
not
awful
what we're talking about, though.
8:45 was when we had to be there, and we actually got breakfast.
Yeah,
and it was like and it wasn't just like a continental breakfast.
But they called that a continental breakfast.
But it had like eggs and stuff, right?
Yeah,
there was eggs,
it had like little quiches.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like eggs, bacon, and stuff, but it was like quiches.
They had like Danishes. They had little
fruit.
like finger sandwiches. Because I had a salmon and cream cheese on a croissant.
Yeah, I had a.
And it was fucking amazing.
What little sandwich did I have? It was good. It was like an egg salad, or was it?
No,
no, it was.
It was egg with sliced boiled egg on with something else with cheese.
It was
with Munster cheese.
Munster cheese and egg, and it was really good.
And mine had salmon
croissant.
and cream cheese.
It was all that stuff was really good.
Oh, it was
Their
good.
orange juice was like you could tell it was freshly squeezed. It was really good.
Okay, so if y'all don't know, I love orange juice. I love orange juice so fucking much. I am such a Floridian in that stereotype. I love orange juice.
However, fuck Florida orange juice because the California orange juice is where it's at.
I know.
I don't like orange juice, and I thought that the California orange juice was
like geeking out over this orange juice. I was like, oh my God, this feels like when I would make it at home. Like we go to the guy on the side of the road who just has like the boxes of oranges. Like, yeah, I picked these from my orchard.
These from a farm.
From my orchard like 5 minutes ago. They're like $5 a box. And you take them home and you juice them by hand into your giant
that's good
thing. That's what it tasted like to me. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't fucking even. I love this.
But so once we did breakfast, he took us out on the little balcony that they had there and kind of gave us, what was going on. So the first thing that we did is...
And our tour guide was named Will.
Yeah. Will was awesome. I mean, really, really awesome. He did a great job.
And it was great having, because I was like, yeah, I used to work for Universal.
He talked to you a lot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, he always wanted to get my view on things because he's like, okay, so what did you think about this? Because I visited your park and blah, blah, blah. And so it was really nice to be able to.
He wanted to know a lot of the stuff about Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
So
because he'd only visited.
Right.
He'd never actually gotten to talk to somebody who worked there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really great. It was a lot of fun.
The first thing that the cool thing about the Universal Studios park is that it's right on top. Literally right on top of Universal Studios.
Yes.
Like the actual studios where they film TV shows and movies and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So, as one of the rides in the park is actually a studio tour.
Yes.
Which is that's like their most popular attraction there.
It is most known.
It's the most known one.
It is worldwide known.
Yeah.
Attraction.
And so like they were talking about the ride vehicles, like the ride vehicles for the tour are like world famous because the actual ride vehicles have been in movies like Big Fat Liar and stuff like that, and I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. But instead of putting us on the regular studio tour vehicle, they put us on our own private little trolley bus.
Yeah.
And we did the studio tour, but we did it a little bit differently.
Yes. Where there are some areas that you get to see on the studio tour, we got to get out and take pictures.
Right.
Which I kind of wish we could like throw up on the screen. I don't think we can though.
I didn't take many on the actual studio tour.
Oh, that was Mom and Dad?
Yeah. They took all of them.
Okay. Yeah. Damn it.
Because they were like, why aren't you taking it? I was like, I'm enjoying this, okay? But
I want to live life. I don't want to live it through a lens.
Live it through a lens.
I'm not a millennial, you know. Yes, I am, but
so they kind of the first thing that we saw, which was actually way different than what you normally get on the studio tour, especially because you can't see it on the studio tour. No. If you guys have seen Superstore on NBC, they actually took us into the quote Superstore.
Cloud 9.
The Cloud 9 is what it's called, and they actually took us in there.
Yeah.
And we walked through their Superstore, their Cloud 9 in there, which was really cool.
Oh yeah. And we got to hear some stories about like being on set. We could not take pictures in there at all because there could be spoilers for the next season. Mm-hmm. But one of my favorite stories from in there. So most of their items are sponsor based.
Mm-hmm. So like if you see Coca-Cola in the background of Superstore, Coca-Cola paid to have Coca-Cola boxes inside of the Superstore. Yeah. So one of the fun things about this is that food places, most of the time, a lot of the time, it's not real. Yeah.
A lot of the items are not real. They're just boxes or they're just facades. They're not real.
But there are some things like
a couple
bags
times
of chips.
They're
things
real.
of that case. That
frozen foods. Mm-hmm. Some of those are real.
Right. No, not the frozen foods.
Yes, they said that too.
He said that those are all boxes.
Mm-mm. There was like one or two.
It wasn't a working refrigerator.
Yeah, but there was like one or two. I thought he said that were real.
They would have to take the stuff out of it.
Yeah.
They just kept the boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not on the set.
Oh yeah, no.
It was the chips.
It
was like chips and cookies and stuff like that had
flour.
like stuff that where the packaging kind of mimics what's in there. There's no like box.
Yeah, you can't fake this.
Yeah.
So since this is a soundstage, it's not patrolled 24 hours a day. They have a raccoon problem.
Yeah. They said that there are raccoons that get into the soundstage and they just fuck shit up. They go in there and they just eat all the food that are in there. And then, so, of course, they have to get more food to put on the shelves.
Yeah.
And then, at night, raccoons come back in. So
apparently the raccoon they have, he's huge.
Yeah, because he's
like
fucking
this
eating
giant,
chips
fat ass
and cookies.
raccoon.
I'd be fat, too,
I
if I ate...
know.
Oh, shit. I'm leaving now.
No, you're not. But the day we were there, actually, I don't know if you saw this. There was a large mess down one of the aisles. He couldn't take us to it.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't sure. The raccoon could have been in there that day.
Could have been, but probably not.
No. He probably heard the door open, scattered off.
If he was in there, he scattered right off.
Because there was actually a ginormous mess of what looked to be flour, paw prints, and chips.
Yeah.
The day we were in there.
Right.
So this is why he brought up the raccoon, because he had been a troublemaker that day.
So it was kind of weird walking in there because they built an entire store in there with the drop ceiling and everything, because they said that in some shots they're going to see the ceiling.
And unlike a normal set.
Yeah, in most cases because they have these long shots that they have where you will see the ceiling. There's just no way around it.
Yeah.
So they actually had to put the drop ceiling in there.
Yeah, with the fluorescent lights.
Yeah, with the fluorescent lights and everything. So they said that it's taller than a normal Superstore because they can put lights in there.
Yeah.
Because they have to put lights in there. So they
have to light everything.
Yeah, they have to light everything for the actors and whatnot. But they had a few things in there that, like, as far as perspective things go, to make the whole thing look bigger than it is. So probably, I've not seen the show, but I bet you that store looks fucking huge as shit.
Oh yeah. Plus, they move stuff around to make it look bigger, and
he said that they move the cash registers around, and they move the, some of the shelves and whatnot. The coolest thing I thought was that they put, to mimic ice, they put bubble wrap.
Oh yeah.
Big bubble wrap into ice bags, and it actually looks like ice. It's weird.
It's really neat.
But the next thing that they did, there's what they called it, metropolitan area.
Yes.
And
thank you, because I was looking at my notes. I'm going, what the fuck does city mean?
And
it was metropolitan.
It was a big metropolitan area, and they filmed all sorts of stuff in this metropolitan area.
Yeah.
The one that I remember was Bruce Almighty.
Yes.
That was one that they showed a lot. They showed Bruce Almighty a lot.
Because they did film that almost exclusively on property.
On property, yeah. An interesting story that we heard during the tour was actually that this whole metropolitan area actually burned down.
Yeah.
In the early 2000s, right? Like 2006 or so?
Earlier, I thought.
It was like somewhere around there, 2004, 2006,
it may have been late 90s, early 2000s somewhere.
Anyway, and it was Steven Spielberg who actually paid to have it all rebuilt, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. That someone cares that much.
Well, that fucker has like $1 million to his name, so I'm sure it was no problem
I mean,
for him.
He hasn't really done any super big movies.
Yeah, nah, not at all.
No.
I mean, like what? Jurassic Park, psh.
Jaws,
E.T.
Nothing too big.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah,
Ready Player One. Nothing. Psh, come on. And it's not like he was an executive producer of every great
film of the past.
Every great cartoon that came out of WB in the late 90s. Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Not at all. So, no, if you guys are wondering, I love Steven Spielberg. He's a friggin' genius. Holy shit.
I don't think that anyone will disagree with that. But so we saw the metropolitan area, and then actually they drove us by a little piece of Whoville.
What's left of it.
Whoville from the 2000 Jim Carrey film.
2000?
Yes.
No fucking way.
Yes. How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey was in 2000.
That's 18 years old now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Christmas movies, too.
And, yes. that was in 2000. So they showed us a little bit of that.
What's left of it?
What's left of it? Turn the corner, Bates Motel.
Yeah.
Up on the hill, right next to the Bates Motel, the Psycho House. I mean, you just look at this shit and you're just like, just holding your head in disbelief. Like, holy crap, this is where all of these iconic things were filmed, and this is it. That's the fucking Psycho House. My God, I creamed my pants. It was great.
To tell you, on some tours, they actually have an actor that will chase the tram trolley. Yeah, they didn't do that to ours though, which sucked. I was like, why not to ours?
But the cool part about as we're going through this tour, they actually have on the regular tour studio tour, they have bits and pieces of like rides.
Yeah. Traditional rides.
Like traditional rides. This is where like if you've been to Universal Studios Orlando, things like Fast and Furious Supercharged.
This is Fast and Furious Supercharged.
They have a little Jaws ride.
Jaws.
They have
Kong.
Earthquake. They have they have Kong.
Yeah.
So.
And another one that we don't have, which is Flash Flood.
Yeah. Which really doesn't need to be, and they better not do anything with that at Universal here.
They won't. We technically had one.
I mean, okay.
We had one when the park opened,
and
it's gone.
Okay, well, anyway, but that's so like they just take your tour bus into one of these studios, and there's
screens all
around you, and you ride
the
ride.
Which made me really mad.
What?
Oh, let me just breathe through this.
Was Supercharged?
Yes.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. I mean, like inch for inch, the same as
ours.
As ours. Yeah.
And they literally did nothing different with ours.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how mad that makes me. They could have done so much with ours. And instead, no, let's just take the most easiest way out. Why the fuck did it take so damn long to build then?
I don't know.
Jesus.
A little bit ridiculous. But Earthquake, that was
wonderful.
It was wonderful. Just the same. It was just the ride part of Earthquake.
Yeah, but it was fun.
But that was neat to actually see it again.
Yeah, it was really wonderful, and I loved it because I was like,
I'm like childhood
nostalgia. Memories.
But then
Jaws
was pretty neat.
Jaws was really cool because it was so different.
Yeah, it wasn't on a boat for one, and it was just like we were just like sitting on the dock, and the tour guides like really don't care when it comes to these rides. Like, oh man, there's a guy over there. He's on that
it was
boat.
like Jerry, get out of the water.
Jerry, get out of the water. Jerry, you're not listening to me. Jerry's dead.
Yeah, but it made it better. It made it even better to me.
And I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of just like the guy who was in the boat and they went, whoa! So I loved it. Brought me back as well.
I loved it.
But however, I am glad that Jaws is gone from our park because I mean we got Harry Potter, so
true.
I'm okay with that.
I can't be mad.
I can't be mad with that because I fucking love.
I love Gringotts.
Love Diagon Alley. So Universal Studios Hollywood, no Diagon Alley. Fucking sucks.
They don't. What? Don't say that. They're just really cute. It's tiny.
Their Wizarding World of Harry Potter is inch for inch the same as what we have here in Orlando.
Yeah.
Inch for inch.
Yeah.
They have Hogsmeade. It's centimeter by fucking centimeter exactly the same.
It's just like they picked up ours and pressed
literally
Control
just
C.
Control C and Control V, and that's what it was.
Yeah. So one thing we don't have in Orlando is the set of the War of the Worlds.
We don't have any of the studio tour from
Orlando. But that was fucking amazing.
So if you guys saw War of the Worlds, another Steven Spielberg movie.
Brilliant.
War of the Worlds came out in 2009, I think.
Yeah.
2008, 2009,
Maybe.
somewhere around there. And
Just
with
making
Tom
me feel
Cruise,
old.
Dakota Fanning. And they had in one of the scenes in War of the Worlds, they have this part where Tom Cruise takes his kids out to go find their mom, and they get to their
wife.
his estranged wife, and so they go they find the mom's home, and they kind of stay there overnight. And when they get up in the morning, everything's fucked because a 737 has crash landed.
747.
747 had fucking crash landed into their neighborhood.
Yeah, and the aliens had destroyed it too.
So there is an entire 747 that has been ripped to shreds, just sitting there out in the middle of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It was one of the most incredible things I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah. To actually walk around and look at that set.
Yeah, and normally the studio tour, you don't get out.
No.
You just drive right by it.
it.
And we got to get out and walk
take
around.
Pictures.
And in fact, you can see a bit of that in our little, we did a little swoopy thing, and that's in
that's where it's at, guys. And I just have to say, because like, holy fuck, like, it's incredible. Like, they still have smoke machines out there, and such.
Yeah, they really amp it up,
and I love it.
They play music back there and whatnot. So I mean, it was a whole thing.
But I loved it.
And
I fucking
we get to
loved
take
it.
pictures,
it felt so. I'm gonna sound so stupid here, but magical.
It was, yeah.
Because holy shit, we are.
It was a crashed plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg had bought this old 747 that was decommissioned. Yeah. He went out and bought it and spray painted over the Boeing sign.
Yeah.
And
because that's all you need.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get in trouble for something like that, paint over the name. Hide the name. That's all you have to do.
And then they just ripped that thing to shreds, and it looks fucking amazing.
Yeah. Especially to be up to it in person and.
Well, because not only that, the 747 is one of the biggest planes ever.
Yeah.
So it's a double decker plane. So
it's
ginormous.
Incredible.
It's not. No, it's not a double decker plane.
Isn't it? It looked like it was.
No, I don't think it was.
No? Okay. Oh yeah. So I don't know how many people actually watch the show. I want to watch it. The Good Place.
Well, because it's got Kristen Bell in it.
I love
her.
I love her.
Maybe.
But like, we got to walk on that set. Yeah.
So The Good Place.
No pictures, but we got to walk on it.
The Good Place is a NBC show.
Yeah.
And it stars Kristen Bell, where she's gone off to heaven or something like that.
Gone off to the Good Place.
The Good Place, and they call it The Good Place and the Bad Place. So The Good Place is actually filmed in their what they call European village.
Yep.
And the way that they change the European village is they change the language of the signs.
Yeah.
So at the moment, since they're filming A Good Place there, they have changed the signs to things like never ending chocolate.
Yeah.
And like it there's a clothing store and it says like everything fits.
Yeah.
And then there was like I don't know, like a hairdresser, and it says like
you always look good.
You always look good. And it was just like it was
wonderful.
It was this cute little thing, and it looks like a European village.
Yeah.
And it was like the cutest thing.
And it made me really want to watch the show, actually, honestly.
And so they film the whole thing. Yeah. Film the whole thing there.
So one of the parts that you get to do on the VIP tour that you don't get to do on the normal tour is go into the prop warehouse.
Well, there's something that you missed on here.
What?
After we saw the European village, we went through the Western village. Do you remember that?
Oh, fuck me. Yep. That was where Flash Flood was. I knew I was missing something.
So they have like a little Western village, and that's over where the prop house was.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I don't remember it now.
Yeah.
So they have like a little Western village and whatnot, and so that was pretty cool. But they took us over to the prop warehouse.
Yeah.
Which
if we had been there during the week, we would have gotten to go up.
Yeah, to all the different levels.
To different levels.
But they let us into the first level.
Yeah. Because it was Sunday. Yeah. Saturday, Sunday.
The prop warehouse has everything.
Literally.
Furniture. It has prop jewelry. It has
if you're wondering if you're watching like a show with a, what do you call it?
Like an apartment?
Like a diner?
Yeah, a diner. You can get the fucking booths from this prop warehouse.
You can get the ketchup, the salt, pepper, mustard, bottles, all of it. This warehouse has it.
Yeah.
If you want a house to look like the 1960s, they have that furniture there. If you want something to look older, they have it there.
Mm-hmm. They had
it blew my mind how fucking cool this was.
Because they not only, they said like, and this was down to like, they had aisles that said like office chairs. And then the aisle of office chairs had like styles of office chairs and like years of office chairs and stuff like that.
Colors.
And then there were like like airport seating. And it was like, oh, that looks like airport seating. And I'm like, that looks like airport seating from the 1960s. Like, it was just like, it was that was incredible.
Yeah.
And they said that literally anybody could get a prop warehouse and rent it.
Yeah, anybody can go and film a movie at Universal.
As long as you have the money.
You have to have the money, of course. Of course. Like, you have to have money to film a movie.
And they said that you can take the prop no matter where you're filming as well.
Yeah.
So they said that...
Which is something that they wanted to tell us. They told us this throughout multiple times. No. Movie companies do not hate each other. They are a family, a dysfunctional family, but they are a family, and they work together. Because,
like, and like, the crazy thing is when you hear about the shows that are shot, like, on the different studios, like, all of Steve Harvey's stuff. So, like, Family Feud and the Steve Harvey Show and all that stuff is shot at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
But the other thing that was funny is they, because when we were on the LA tour and they said we went by CBS Studios, the big CBS Studios. That's where
Dancing with the
Stars is, and that's on ABC.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, they really don't care as long as you're paying money.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
And it's not just that, but like, because I guess.
But they told us in the prop warehouse that like you and I could rent a prop.
Yeah.
Like for no reason.
Yeah. They say though, so if you change the prop for any reason, you just have to bring it back in the original state.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Because people change it all the time.
Yeah.
That's their one rule about their sets, about anything there. If for some reason you need to change it, just put it back to its original state and they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like...
Because, I mean, if you don't, then they'll just say, well, fuck you. You can't use our shit anymore.
You can't use this anymore.
The thing that I thought was really cool that was outside the prop warehouse, do you remember what was outside?
Which one? I don't remember now.
The big shopping cart?
Yes.
If you guys saw Jackass 2, the beginning of Jackass 2, where all the guys are in this big, gigantic shopping cart, and they're going down a hill, that fucking shopping cart, that exact shopping cart...
at Universal's.
Is at the Universal Prop House, and it's right outside the front fucking door of that Universal Prop House. I was like, oh my god!
Yeah, we kind of had a nerd out. There's another thing that I guess you and I both said Jackass.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys were like, no, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but this was not used in Jackass. Everyone gets it confused for it.
No. No, that was the War of the Worlds set.
Yes.
Yeah. I asked because Scary Movie 4...
Yes, that was it.
Scary Movie 4 is like about War of the Worlds. Like that's kind of what they spoofed. And so they have this huge thing where they have a crashed plane in Scary Movie 4. And like people are like unbuckling and they're still like pushing this. It's fucking funny as shit. I gotta watch that movie again. But anyway, so I asked the guys, I'm like, hey, did they use this set in Scary Movie 4? Because they said it looks fucking just like it.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, they didn't. So
They said they wished.
They said that would have been awesome.
Didn't happen.
They said that they get that all the time.
Yeah. The final set that we went to on the tour, which I'm still like fluttering about even to this moment, was Hill Valley.
Hill fucking Valley.
From Back to the Future.
Hill fucking Valley. Which was also used in Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, it was also used in Bruce Almighty and also Ghost Whisperer.
Yeah, and in fact, how it was set up when we were there was actually for Ghost Whisperer.
Yeah, but you can still see things from Back to the Future.
They put a brick facade on the front of the courthouse to make it City Hall for Ghost Whisperer. Yeah. And you can actually still see the columns there. So we actually got a photo.
Yeah.
In front of,
and like I'm almost crying because I can't hold back how excited I am. I am, honest to God, one of the biggest fans of Back to the Future. It's one of my favorite movies.
We were the first ones off that fucking bus.
I've never ran so fast off a bus because I was like, I just want to stand in Hill Valley for as long as possible.
And Will, the tour guide, was telling us like, "Yep, that's where the diner is.
That's the diner.
That's where it is. You know, this was a big pond right where you're sitting and stuff like that. You know, this is where Marty drove the. You know, did the.
That's where he did the
hoverboard.
I was like,
and then we were just walking around and like, oh my God, this is the exact pole that he hooked the fucking thing up to for Marty to get the lightning strike, and we were just like geeking out the whole time. It was fucking amazing.
And I loved our tour guide because he's like, oh, you guys actually care.
You guys are good, right? And we're like, yes, we're more than good.
Like this is incredible.
Good. And the Lion Estates,
yes,
like the lions that they had out front of Lion Estates, which is where Marty lived. That's like his neighborhood or whatever. They're like sitting right there.
Yes.
I don't know why, but they're just sitting there.
Just sitting there, like, oh my God, guys!
That was my absolute favorite part of the tour.
Yeah.
It was just
I was so
awesome
excited
because it was something that I had seen, something that is a fucking movie that I love to death. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was so great.
To be able to see that in person and walk it and be like, oh my God. I still can't to right now because it's just fucking
We're going long,
incredible.
suckers, so deal with it.
Yeah. There's going to be a long one because it was a very incredibly long day.
And so then after that, it was like that was the end of the tour, right?
Yeah, that was the end of the studio tour.
Right, of the studio tour. And then they decided that we got like pretty much front of the line access to the rest.
Front of the line as best as they could, I think.
Front of the line as best as they could to the rest of the rides.
Yes.
So the first thing that they got us on was Jurassic Park. Oh, God. I hate Jurassic Park here.
I don't ride Jurassic Park for so many fucking reasons.
And it broke down while we were on it in
which
Hollywood.
Is one of the reasons I don't ride it.
The fucking the damn T-Rex didn't even come out.
No.
However, the entire beginning of the ride was exactly the same.
Basically.
The only part that was different was inside the building, and that was only slightly different.
Yeah, but there's a couple of differences. Like we don't have the Jeep falling down on us.
Well, they didn't have the Jeep falling down on us that day either because everything was
fucking
broken. So. And they had a jumper that got us stuck in the ride.
Yeah.
We just had to sit there at the top.
So, if you don't know what a jumper means, a jumper is a guest who, after the ride has started, gets out of the vehicle. Mm-hmm. They're jumpers. It's not a fun experience to deal with as someone who works there because there's a lot of paperwork you have to do. And not just that, you also have to stop the ride completely for everyone's protection. And it can actually cause damage to the ride itself. It can stop animatronics from working. It can do a lot of bad things.
So we got stuck and...
So we got super stuck.
The damn, T-Rex never came out.
T-Rex didn't come out. I was covered in a poncho like an idiot because I don't like to get wet.
And thank God we didn't get wet. I was just like, I didn't even want to ride it. And so
because I don't like to get wet.
Yeah. Well, anyway, whatever.
So
the next thing you put us on was actually the Mummy.
Yes.
Which
was the most different.
The only ride that was different.
It was the most different.
Yeah.
It had a different storyline.
Yeah, a completely different storyline than us.
Yeah. Where ours is about, oh, you're an extra for a movie. You're going in for your shoot.
This was you're
going into
Imhotep.
Imhotep's, thank you. I was going to say Tutankhamen. Imhotep's tomb.
Mm-hmm.
And you're an archaeologist exploring.
Yeah. So not only is, the premise different, but the whole ride's different too.
Oh, yeah.
And you go backwards for way longer and cool shit like that.
I will say, I'm trying to get back up on the chair because I got off of it. Son of a bitch. So
it was actually really good.
Oh yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't as long as ours, but I enjoyed it. So one of the things that so Will explained each ride before we went on,
which I kind of didn't like.
I did because of the kids.
Yeah, well, I was okay with it because I knew what the rides were. I knew what I was getting into. But if I had never ridden those rides before and he just kind of told me everything about it, I'd kind of be pissed.
He didn't say everything. He just said the basics, like. So
he literally said, like, well, you get in there, you get into your ride vehicle, you go forward, and then you kind of go like this a little bit.
You move a little bit.
And then you go backwards for a while, and then, like, he's, like, literally telling you exactly how the ride goes.
But there's a reason for it. When I worked for Universal, I worked at Simpsons at Krusty Land, and when a guest would ask me, what is this ride like, I would tell them exactly. I'd be like, well, it goes up this many feet into the air, the car moves, and then it comes back down. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't tell a guest exactly what it's like, and they get surprised, they get angry.
I get that, yeah.
So.
Because you told one person it was like Soren one day.
They came out and they got really mad at you. I did not tell them Soren.
Oh, somebody told them Soren.
Yeah, our rescue from day one rescue from another ride. Mm-hmm. And they'd never ridden the ride.
So they just thought, oh, it's like Soren.
It's like Soren
and then
at Disney.
They came and yelled at you about it, right?
Yeah, first person they see. And I got it.
But anyway.
So I fully understand him doing that, and I really liked it. The problem is that, so he's like, you're going to go forward a little bit, a couple of hills, a couple of turns, and then you're going to go back a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, sounds like ours. I'm chill with this. No, you do not go back a little bit. You go back a lot.
Yeah, so like here the Mummy goes, it slides into this area, and then it goes back just a tiny bit, and then turns around and gets shot off and launches. Here it's completely different. You get launched
early on.
I mean, almost right out the gate.
Yeah.
You get launched, and you go through the actual roller coaster at first, and then you get stuck, scarabs. You go backwards, and you're going backwards for a while.
Yeah.
Before you get stopped.
It's a whole length of the track.
Yeah.
And then it turns around, and it puts you back at dock.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
so it was.
I am so fucking
it was very, very different. Yeah.
Yeah, I was impressed with it. Then Transformers.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention this whole thing. So, Jurassic Park, Transformers, The Mummy is all in what they call
lower level.
Lower level, because Universal Studios is on 2 different levels.
Because it's on a hill.
Because it's on a big, it's on a fucking mountain.
Oh, true, mountain.
So
that's not a hill. It's a mountain.
Because when we had to go up, we had to go up. I mean, hundreds of feet up to get back up to the main level.
Yeah, true. So that's why these are the three rides we did together.
These 3 rides were done right there next to each other and whatnot. So Transformers was the next one that we rode.
Yep.
Inch for inch, line by line,
exactly
the fucking same as here. The ride vehicles, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, probably the actual queue is exactly
probably
the same.
So I was perfectly fine with missing that.
We rode that and went on that, and we were, rode it, and it's exactly the same, no problem.
Yeah. I still love it. It's a good ride.
Then he took us upstairs.
Yep.
Upstairs, meaning like it was four like Rosalind style.
Yeah.
Up
escalators.
I mean, we probably went up 100 feet.
At least. We went up around a fucking mountain.
Yeah. And it was like, it like went up in one direction. We had to like turn about, not quite 45 degrees, maybe like 33 degrees and whatever, and go up another one, turn again and go up another one, and then like 90 degrees, go up another one.
Yeah.
And so the studio tour actually starts at the top, and then it kind of goes down the mountain and whatnot and ends down there.
Yeah.
And then
No. We loaded the thing down there because the studio tour is downstairs.
Oh, it's slightly downstairs.
Yeah.
There's a secondary place to go down to the studio tour.
Yeah.
So it loads slightly downstairs, but not that far down.
Yeah.
But it ends that far down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
After that was lunch.
Yes. Fuck.
Which, my God,
was amazing.
Really, really good.
It was worth it for that price of the ticket.
Yeah. For lunch alone was worth it.
And plus nice bathrooms.
Yeah, you got nice bathrooms, and you had fucking good-ass lunch.
Yes.
And this was like filet mignon, crab legs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lobster risotto.
You got beer and wine.
Yeah.
You got, and all this shit was for nothing. You just walked up and grabbed it.
Yeah. And it was a buffet.
And it was a buffet. It was all you can eat buffet.
And desserts.
And they even had kid shit like mac and cheese and chicken fingers. And maybe even if you didn't want to eat the expensive stuff, you could just fill your face full of fucking kids' ass shit.
And then there was good salads too.
Yeah, the salads were good. The desserts were good. Everything was good. Everything was stellar.
Yeah. And one of the things that I thought was really nice is they had characters.
Yeah, your dad got to see Lucy.
Yeah. My dad, who is a huge Lucille Ball fan, I was raised on Lucille Ball, and I love Lucy. And of course, they have a look-alike. And
she came over like while we were getting food, right?
No. She came over while we were getting food.
You and I were getting food, and then she came over and saw your dad.
No,
and that
then we were in the bathroom.
Oh, or whatever.
It was something like that. Like we were gone, and my mom was there, and
it's like, this is your number one fan.
Yeah, and
so she quizzed his ass.
Yes, it was great.
She's like, "Oh, you're my number one fan. Well,
prove it.
And so
he
quizzed him.
He absolutely did.
And he answered all the questions.
Yeah, and like it was great.
Except for one of them, he missed the longest laugh.
Yeah, but we got that one.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't really get that one.
Mom and I did.
We were thinking about it because they said she had to give us a few hints for us to get there.
True.
She was like,
because that was
later on. It was when we were on the farm, and we're like, the fucking eggs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And she was also the first woman to be seen pregnant. Which I was like,
Lucille,
she was an incredible woman.
I'm telling you.
But like that was so cool because she spent a lot of time with us too.
Yeah, she was talking to your daddy, and then like when she was leaving, she was like, "John."
Yeah,
she was like calling him out. It was pretty funny,
and it was wonderful because like my dad, he's a very quiet guy, he was just like, he was beaming.
Yeah. After that, so after lunch, so we were there for like an hour or so. We were eating for like an hour, right?
Oh yeah, got to rest, drink, water. Relax.
All that good stuff.
Get off your feet.
And he said, well, after lunch, you can either do your own thing or you can go back with me and we'll just do the rides and whatnot. So we went back with Will.
That's right, I forgot. Shit.
Went back with Will and we did The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
We will not be talking about that. If you want to hear.
It's a house.
HHN for babies. If you want to hear our whole thing about it, you can listen to our to last week's I Love You, I Know.
Yeah. Because
we talked about that.
Because this is a really long show, so we're trying to cut a couple of things out.
So the next thing we went on was Despicable Me. Exactly the same as here. It was just like that. This. It was as if they just carbon copied everything.
It was Control C.
Control
entire
C,
part,
Control V.
Control V.
Or for you Mac guys out there, Command C, Command V.
So the next thing we got to do was Harry Potter stuff.
Mm-hmm. So we went on the Hippogriff.
We got
and we went on here Forbidden Journey.
Yes. I actually forgot to put on the wands. Ollivanders.
Oh yeah, we went through the Ollivanders.
Yeah. Same as here.
The one thing, yeah. Same as here.
But what was really nice is that there was a little girl in our group, or two of them.
She got chosen.
And she got chosen.
Yeah.
And she was just like beaming.
That was pretty cool.
She was a huge Potter fan, and she was just the right age.
That's all that she wanted. The whole day she was looking forward to Potter.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't think her sister
she didn't give a
flying fuck about
the
anything.
Tour, about any of the rides. She wanted Potter.
Yeah, and she fucking got it.
And like, I don't think I've ever seen a kid that happy. Because she got chosen for the wands and everything, and she was just like...
So we did Hippogriff and Forbidden Journey, exactly the same as here.
Well, Forbidden Journey used to be 3D, so there were slight differences in the film. Mm-hmm. Like things popping out at you, like the dragon popping out.
There was a difference.
The Dementor popping out. The Dementor scene was different.
Their Dementor scene was way different.
It was much more intense.
Much better.
Yes. There's more Dementors.
Yeah.
It's much more intense. It's scarier.
They're closer to you, and yeah.
Which was a problem when it first opened, actually. Mm-hmm. So.
That part was actually really good. I enjoyed that. It was.
I did enjoy that.
Yeah. After that, we went to the effects show, right?
No. Yes.
Yeah. We went to the effects show, and then the Simpsons, and then
so the effects show, if you're wondering, I'm trying to figure out how to describe it.
It's kind of like a mixture of
horror makeup
show and like a stunt show.
Yeah.
Kind of.
No, what's our stunt show?
Fear Factor?
Yeah. Kind of like Fear Factor.
Except like they actually show you like movie effects, like getting set on fire and things like that.
Sound, a little bit of horror.
Yeah, they did the
they did the thing.
What was the sound thing called?
Oh, I can't remember.
Anyway, so they had they played a clip from
a movie
Melissa
we hadn't
McCarthy
seen.
And Jason.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, baby.
Not Momoa, Jason.
The other one, Bates.
Bates, fuck. That's my girl, Jason Bateman. Fuck. Okay, Melissa McCarthy and Jason Bateman. Crap. My God. Identity theft.
Yes.
Fuck! I knew I was gonna get it. Damn.
But yeah, so they did that, and they used this effect of doing it. The way that they make sound is by doing it with actual objects, although not with the objects you expect.
So they don't capture the actual hitting a face or knocking over a table. They don't actually capture that on the scene.
Yeah, because it's too hard.
They record the voice later and things like that, and then they just kind of put that stuff in later.
Yeah.
So they had this whole scene where they were showing you what it actually sounded like in the end, and then they did it. They got 4 people up there, and they were doing stuff like hitting boxing gloves.
Yeah,
and they were
gloves
moving this thing to make it sound like something was falling over.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That was pretty cool.
Or it was cool. It was super cute.
But they did the knife gag from.
They did the knife gag from Horror Makeup Show.
So.
After
that, we rode The Simpsons. Fucking same. Inch for inch.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
And then we did Animal Actors.
Yes.
Which was actually kind of the same too.
It was a little bit the same, a little bit different. I felt like theirs was a little cuter.
Yeah. Well, because they had animals there that had actually been in movies.
Yeah.
I think they kind of say that shit in Orlando.
Well, no, ours actually have been in movies. But lesser known movies and lesser known commercials.
Yeah, they'll say like, oh,
ours are the second rate.
Yeah. So they had like dogs in there like, you just saw this dog in a fucking Geico commercial yesterday. Yeah. Like it was like that almost.
Yeah. And you actually recognize it, like, oh yeah, that is the dog from the commercial.
That is the dog from the Geico commercial I just saw yesterday. So cool. That's weird.
And so with this one, I never get to be chosen to be a part of any show. Like I always raise my hand. I always try, and they never choose me, and I got to be. At Animal Actress, there's a part where you like take $1 out, you put your arm out, and the bird flies to you. Mm-hmm. I did that. The problem.
She puts the dollar in her left hand and puts her left hand right in my face.
And my poor husband is deathly afraid of birds.
I'm not deathly afraid of birds. I just don't like them. And I don't like when they're flying by me. Like, it just doesn't...
And this bird had to fly.
I fucking hate aviaries. I hate butterfly gardens. I hate them all. Like, any flying anything. It just fucks with me.
I didn't think about it, because I was just like...
And they're like, ma'am, hold out the dollar. And she's like, okay. Like, right in my face.
But he was a pretty bird.
It flew. It took the dollar.
He wasn't that big. He was pretty.
No. It was fine.
Yeah. But then, like, he landed. He brought back the dollar. And it was so cute. Super cute. And I'm sorry that I did that to you. I didn't think about it at the time.
But yeah, we enjoyed the experience.
Yeah.
I don't think I have to go back to that park, though.
Well, if I went back, it would only be for one of their expansions that they're getting before us.
Maybe.
Nintendo?
Don't care. Ours is going to be better than
I know.
theirs.
Well, it's going to be bigger.
It's going to be bigger.
Better.
It's going to be better. I mean, they'll get, whatever ride that we're eventually going to get. And I just don't think that, for me, I would fly to California and go to Disneyland in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
Not Universal. I would not
I'd do the VIP tour again.
Yeah, I would do it again, but I would do it with somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, wait a few years, go with a couple friends out there and do it again, because maybe Superstore isn't there anymore and they'll show a different show that's in there. Things like that. And they'll, maybe a few, what if another War of the Worlds type movie comes out and
there's a big set
and so there's a big scene out there that they would show again. Yeah. Now that sort of thing would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just sitting there like, we've got a Universal in our backyard, and it's just as good, if not better.
I love it.
I mean,
I love it.
Yeah. So, anyway, guys,
it was fun. It was a great experience.
It was good. If you haven't been there, I mean, seriously, just go. Go for yourself and fucking try the VIP experience. Yeah. It was awesome.
And ask for Will. Because
ask for Will.
He was fucking amazing.
He was really good. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, well, this was Park Hoppers.
Damn it.
This is the theme park centric show from The Prolonged Engagement. You can find us here on YouTube every single Tuesday, or at least most Tuesdays at noon.
We try.
On youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement Show, or our website at theprolongedengagement.com. We're also on a couple good podcasts and services out there, so go check us out in audio format. And until next time,
love you. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. And if you want to subscribe, you should click over here. If you want to watch the latest episode of I Love You, I Know, click right here.
If you want to see our latest video, click right here. And if you want to see our latest Let's Play, click right here.
If you're listening on MP3,